And welcome back, everybody. My name is Eltimar, and we are going to be beginning the Fortress of Regrets in this video. There was something familiar. Sorry, there's something. No. There is something about the arch in front of you, something hauntingly familiar. A bone-numbing chill blankets the air between those two black pillars, as if the arch itself bordered on some other, colder space. For some reason, you know this is the portal to the Fortress of Regrets. Now all you need to do is open it. Grit your teeth and peel the skin from your left forearm. You clench your teeth and dig your fingernails into your left forearm. With a dry, tearing sound, you peel off a strip of skin. The chill between the pillars becomes stronger, almost hungering, as if the portal has opened a crack. Examine this skin. This scrap of skin has been peeled from the back of your left forearm. Its scarred, gray surface reminds you of a zombie's hide. It feels more like a piece of cured leather than a strip of skin. I'm going to prick my left index finger and inscribe a regret on the scrap of flesh with your blood. You prick the tip of your index finger. Before the wound can heal, you squeeze forth several drops of blood. As you prepare to scrawl your regret, a series of images float across your mind. I'm going to say, I regret my actions of having to slay a rebel. You scrawl the regret onto the scrap of flesh, but your rapid healing forces you to stop often and reopen the cut on your finger and squeeze forth some more blood. Several moments later, you have finished, your blood glistening on the scrap of skin, a combination of your flesh, your blood, and your regret. I'm going to watch the blood dry. As you watch the bloody regret dry, a wave of cold washes over you. You look up. The black pillars to either side of the arch are glowing softly, motes of misty blue light drifting from their sides to form a shimmering curtain between them. Beyond the curtain, you can barely make out a weathered stone causeway leading into the darkness. Everybody ready? Query received. Response. Nordum is readied and waited, awaiting to profess further directives. Actually, it's process. Never mind, Valor. Valor answers only with silence. As you turn to look at him, you see his eyes burning into you. They flicker for a moment as if in thought. Then you are suddenly struck with a terrible feeling. He's searching your features, as if looking for something, some weakness. Fall from grace? I have come this far, and it would be rude of me to retire before the final hour. She smiles slightly. Even if you were to ask politely, I would not permit it. Seems I have no choice then. Dakon, your path is mine. Mort, you ready? Mort hesitates and glances at the portal. Glancing at you. Glances at the portal again, then gives a rattling sigh. Look, I'm not going to say too much here. Well, there's something I need to tell you. What is it, Mort? It's about where we're going, or actually where we've been. Where we've been? What are you talking about? It's so subtle, you almost miss it. Dakon's blade flickers, the edge dulling. As you glance to him, his hands drop to his side, as if he's preparing for battle. This isn't the first time we've been through this. You see, we've been to this Fortress of Regrets before, though we didn't know it then. You didn't. So from the very start, you could have told me where the portal was, what the portal key is, why I'm immortal, what happened to my mortality, and the fact that I'm in the fortress. Mort, I'll kill you. Mort looks alarmed. No, I never knew any of that. It's not like you were always the most sharing basher in the plains. That other you kept a lot of the chant to himself, and we didn't even know why we were going to this place before, or even what this place was. I just know what happened when we got there, and what happened. Well, we went into this fortress, and even before we land foot in this place, we're all split up, fighting for our lives. He shudders. So the first thing I want to tell you is that if you're determined to go through with this, there's a good chance that anybody who goes through that portal is going to end up somewhere far away from everybody else. Thing is, even split up, we may be your only hope. Why do you say that? Because whatever was waiting for you in that fortress... whatever was waiting in that fortress for you, Chief, it already defeated you once. To this day, I don't know how you managed to survive, but if you fall again, you're going to need someone there to pull you out of that fortress. Mort, I need you to tell me everything you can about the fortress. It's important. This Fortress of Regrets, it stretches on for leagues, Chief. It's a fortress, but it feels more like a plain in itself. All stone, all darkness and shadows. Everywhere shadows. We go in there, and we better be prepared. What happened when we first went there? Chief, I don't know what happened to you, but I know what happened to me. I spent my time running from vault to vault, these shadows crawling all over me, trying to bring me down. Then suddenly we were out, like someone had pulled us back. Hold on a moment. When you say us, it doesn't sound like it meant just you and me. Mort falls silent. Know that I have walked your path many times. Dakon speaks slowly, as if measuring each word. His blade has become a misty gray, as if Dakon's mind has drifted. A portion of your path is known to me. 5 walked the path to the fortress. Each died their own death. But who were they? How did they die? I died the death of faith. The skull died the death of courage. The woman died the death of grief. The blind archer died the final and most merciful death, the death of the body. You died the death of memory. But who were these people? The skull was me, Mort says quietly. The woman was some chit named Dianara. I never knew the archer. He was one who knew his targets without seeing them. Many shadows fell before his rain of arrows. Yeah, Mort rattles as if shivering. Chief, at this fortress, there's shadows everywhere. There was a darkness there, and every shadow was Shraktalor. Dakon's voice is a whisper, and his dead black eyes seem to be staring at something just beyond you. They are tormented creatures. The wounds in your spirit are known to them. They will attack you through them. They spoke to me like the Pillar of Skulls. Mort's voice drops. They knew. Alright, look, you two. I need to know all you can tell me about the fortress. I'm going to pause the video right here and be right back. I need some water. My voice is dying for some reason. Back in 2 seconds, guys. And I am back, everybody. Got some water and a Coke, which I think was probably a worse idea for my voice, but that's okay. What it is delicious. I'm ready for my sponsorship, Coca-Cola. It is quite good. Let's continue on. The shadows suffer. They know of torment. They know how to torture you. And with that, which has wounded your heart. When you face them, know that you face that which has killed you once. Dakon, Mort, you and I survived. Sorry, Dakon. Mort, you and I survived. What happened to the archer and Dianara? The archer died the death of the body. The woman died the death of the spirit. I could not save the woman because because it was not your will that she be saved. Her grave was dry of tears. No one knew to mourn her passing. But why did I not want her saved? Your will was known only to you. Alright, look, you two. I need to know all you can tell me about the fortress. Can't tell you any more, Chief, except we're bound to be divided as soon as we arrive. It's a huge place, and it's crawling with shadows. And somewhere in that fortress is something more powerful than any of us. Nothing lives there. The walls are darkness. Alright, before I step to this portal, is there anything else you feel like sharing with me that you think might help me? Well, yeah, there's one other thing you should know. The you I knew before, the you that led us there, he wasn't like you at all. What do you mean? The other you, he didn't care very much for anybody, for anyone. We could have all died in the fortress and he wouldn't have blinked. So I just want you to hold on to your differences because, well, I like this you better, a lot better. But that's not all you want to say, is it? No, Mort pauses. There's one other thing. I may not have liked that other you very much, but he was one smart basher, the smartest basher I've ever known. He always had every angle covered. If you died at the fortress, that means, well, you don't think I can succeed, do you? No. Mort shakes his head. It's not that, Chief, because it's not always the smartest, or who's the most powerful, or who's the toughest. Sometimes it comes down to who you are and what you really want. I mean, you wanted to become immortal, but in the end, is that really what you wanted? Just be sure of what you want this time, is all I'm saying. Fair enough. Look, Mort, we haven't really talked about it, but you know you don't have to come with me to this place, right? I'll understand if you don't want to. Yeah, I know, Chief, and I can't lie to you. I don't want to go, but I will. Just know that once we step through that portal, it isn't just going to be about you anymore. This is our lives you're playing with, and we don't get back up when we die. And why are you? It's because of what Ravel said in the maze. Grace's voice is soft, so soft you almost missed it, isn't it, Mort? What Ravel said in the maze. She said you draw people who suffer to you like a lodestone. Mort shakes his head. Maybe it's because you've been suffering all this time. Maybe when you end up settling things, maybe we'll know a bit of peace too. Maybe so. Then are you with me, Mort? Why not, Chief? Mort shakes his head. I mean, we've gone to every other horrible plane in the multiverse I can think of. Why not take that extra step over the cliff? He gives a rattling sigh. Are you ready? Because if you're not... I'm ready, Mort. There's nothing more I can do to prepare myself. Are you with me? Well, Mort glances at the shimmering blue curtain and gives another rattling sigh. Sure, let's go. I mean, any place else has got to be better than rattling our bone box in the mortuary, right? Alright then. So we gained some more experience, gained another level. Let's do that quickly. We're going to grab another strength, dexterity. Nah, just another constitution, I think is good. Anybody else? Somebody else gained a level. It's Valor gained a level. So that's good. Anybody else? No. Alright, any other spells that we should probably get before we go through? Hey, we got Desert Hell. What's that do? Scorching heat of the desert. All enemies within sight. Enemies must make a save versus spell or spontaneously combust for 4 to 40 points of damage, even if they save. Oh, that's pretty nice. What's that? Black Sphere. I'll take a Black Sphere spell. Actually, I'll take 2 of them. I don't know what they do. What do they do? 1d4 points of damage, plus 1 point per caster level to all creatures within 30 feet. If they fail a saving throw, they are trapped for the duration of the spell. Even if they make a saving throw, they still take the damage. Alright. Well, we're all ready to go, I guess. We are in the negative material plane. The Fortress of Regrets. As you can see, we are officially on our own again, so we're gonna quick save. And we're gonna go this way. This is the last area of the game, guys. This is what it's all boiled down to.
This done.
We have to talk to Dianara. Before you is the ghostly form of Dianara. Her spectral gown seems stirred by some ethereal breeze. She is standing at the edge of a black stone causeway, staring out into the emptiness of the plain. Dianara, my love, you should not be here. You must leave at once. Dianara, what is this place? Is this the fortress? This is the Fortress of Regrets. It is the place that holds the moment of my death prisoner, and I may not stray far from its halls. If you can find a way back to Sigil, you must. If you stay here, my love, you shall die. I'm immortal, Dianara. I don't think I have much to worry about, even here. She shakes her head. No, my love. There's something about this fortress, this shell that surrounds it, cuts you off from the rest of the planes. It is that shell that acts as a barrier to your immortality. How can this shell act as an obstacle? That makes no sense. As I have maintained my vigil here in this place, I have come to learn the nature of your immortality, my love. It is a thing which hungers for the lives of others. At the moment of your death, it claims another living thing in your place, allowing you to live. The soul that dies in your place is brought here to the fortress as a shadow. I believe this shell prevents your immortality from finding another victim. So when I die, another dies in my place, and if it can't find another living thing to die for me, then you have to die in this place. It is the end, for there is nothing that lives here, so you must be careful. Return back to Sigil and leave this cursed place. But my allies are here, and that means they are inside this shell. What happens to them if I die? My love, if you have brought anything that lives with you to this place, then it is in terrible danger, both from the shadows and from you. Should you die here, your immortality will hunt for the closest living thing in the fortress, and that is the one that shall die in your place. You must leave here now. I can't go back. So can you tell me anything else that might be helpful? What waits inside this fortress? There is no natural darkness within the fortress, my love, only the shades of those who have died in your place. The energies of this plane feed them, and their hatred for you is beyond all reason. They will not permit you to leave. She throws a glance at the walls of the fortress. Do not enter, I beg you. But my allies are in there. I cannot leave them. Do you have any idea where they might be? If you brought others, then they were cast for you when you arrived. It is the nature of this place to divide living things, then kill them. She looks distraught. The fortress is a thing of many miles. Finding your friends here will be difficult. I have to find them. There is no choice in the matter. Very well, my love. If you intend to go on, then you must know this. Past the entrance to the fortress is a great antechamber with countless shadows. You must move swiftly and not let them gather about you, or you shall surely be slain. One more thing. Dianara pauses as if trying to catch a fleeting memory. Within the chamber are great clocks. Her voice becomes steadier, more certain. Clocks which you spoke of once as having been the key to you escaping that chamber when you were trapped there once before. She looks at you. I know I cannot stay you from your course, my love. I shall watch for you and help you if I can. I brought your ring, Dianara. I found your legacy to me. The ring still holds a part of me within it, my love. When you carry it, you carry my heart with you. She closes her eyes for a moment. Then you suddenly feel a warmth pass through you. Dianara opens her eyes and smiles. I knew you would return it to me with it in your keeping. Carry it now with my blessing and keep it close to your heart. Through it, I will defend you. You have my thanks, Dianara. I must go now. And she's gone. But what we did get was her more improved wedding ring. It had another armor class or two, saving throws, and save versus piercing. So now we're at -3 armor class. We're actually pretty decent for a mage. Okay, now we have to go all the way back to this side. This way. We're going to enter the fortress proper. This is just the entryway, the causeway type area. It's time, guys. Apparently Ignis followed us here.
I have need of
Ignis is a little bit crazy. The Transcendent one's also a little bit scary. Okay, so we are in the first room of this place. We're gonna go this way, I think. Oops. There's greater shadows here. These things are actually quite hard to kill. So we're going to back up a bit. And we're going to get some Elysium's Tears on one of them. Hopefully don't make save versus throw. Or save versus spell, I should say. This is the one part of the game where I really wish I chose Fighter. Because Fighters can lay waste to these guys if you're careful. Oh, there's another one up there now too.
I'm gone.
Well, that didn't go well. Let's gather them up. And see if we can do some AoE. Ow. Oh, crap. That did not work out. Oh, damn. Okay, let's try that one more time, but better. There we go. That's better. Well, one of them died. That's at least a positive thing. Magic Missile. Nope, no Magic Missile. Okay, got it. What else do I have for AoE spells? Fire and Ice. And go. Oh, it's gonna hit me. Oh, maybe not. The ice did nothing, so just fire. I don't really want to use our Blade Storm right away, but I think we might have to. Oh, it did nothing to them. We really need to pick better spells next time. Oh, that was it. Okay. Can we rest here? Nope. Okay, so let's talk to the clock. This huge clock looks like it has been partially melted into the black stone surrounding it, but the ground around it has been disturbed, as if someone had walked on it recently, perhaps in the last few years. There's something crudely scratched on the clock face, and you suddenly feel a strange crawling sensation worming its way through the back of your skull. You know what's written on the clock is a message to you, from you, when you examine my writing. The message carved on the clock face looks as if it was carved with a dagger. Run, doors are lies, use cannons, then portal. It looks like the message was written in some haste. Following the long passage is a crude arrow pointing the opposite direction as the long hand on the clock. Alright. So we're gonna have to go find all of the cannons. Thanks for the advice. So the first one's up here, actually. This ancient machine looks like a Forgotten War Relic. Most of the machine is covered in dust except for the strange panel with levers at the front of it. Oddly enough, the ground around the panel is disturbed, as if someone had walked on it recently, perhaps in the last few years. Examine the panel. The panel has a series of gears and levers. Beneath each one are a series of scratch marks that look like they were hastily carved there with a dagger. Some bear no marks, others bear a single slash beneath them, and one has an X. Without knowing why, you know the X lever will somehow help you leave this place. I'm gonna pull it. It gives way easily beneath your touch, and to your surprise, disintegrates into mist, then spreads out to your hand, which also begins to fade, and then your arm. You are overcome with dizziness, and the walls are fading out around you.
It is difficult to separate shadow from the darkness here. This is not a place meant for the living.
Ah, the Tanari.
So you are the spider that lies at the center of it all. I have many questions that you could answer. Your goals in this matter have not been entirely clear. My goals are not for you to know, fallen Tanari. My indulgence is all that keeps your black heart beating in your chest. You may leave with your life now if you will. My heart is neither black, nor do I fear for my life. My companions, my friends are here in your fortress. I shall not leave until we are rejoined, and the man we follow has resolved this matter to a satisfactory conclusion. There is no satisfactory conclusion to this fool's errand. You will leave this place, and you shall leave your undying companion here. Fear not for his life. The only price he shall pay is the loss of memory. As gracious as your offer is, I must refuse your offer to abandon my friends. As for the small price he will pay at your hands, it is the equivalent of a death to him. I have traveled with this man for some time, and there are many things I do not wish for him to forget. He will forget. It is his fate to remain ignorant. He will forget you, Tanari, just as he has forgotten all who have walked the path of misery with him. He exists to die, forget, and die again. He is nothing. That is your judgment. The fact remains that I do not wish him to forget me, nor all that he has struggled for to reach this place. He has suffered much, and I find my sympathies lie with him rather than the arrogant creature that postures before me and fights as a coward fights, preferring to kill from a distance where his opponent cannot reach him. You shall torment him no longer. Tanari, perhaps you doubt my powers here in this place. A demonstration may silence your doubt.
Prepare yourself.
You are nothing. I can forge planes with my power. I can unmake you.
Be strength.
You got this. I believe in you, Fall. Heal yourself. You have a healing spell? No. That wasn't good. Oh. Goodbye, Fall from Grace. Oh, shit. Seriously? Alright, so we need to go find a different cannon. It's not this cannon here. We need to run so we don't die. We don't have the spells to deal with these guys right now. Let's heal up. Super important to heal up. Oh. Hi. I want to go past you. You're kind of in my way, so... Charge! Wish I was a fighter right now. This very second. Why am I stopping? Oh god, there's a black sphere on me. I need more spells. Do I have spells? I have nothing that can take on this many shadows. So we're just gonna run for it, basically. This is not the cannon we want to go to, is it? I don't think so. It's this one down here. It's that one. This ancient machine, this is the same thing. Hunt for the panel, then the lever marked with an X. You quickly find the X marked lever and pull it. It gives way easily before you're touched and disintegrates into mist. You take a deep breath and the wave of dizziness overtakes you again as the walls fade out around you. Where am I going now? And I am gone. Ah, there's a lot of shadows. You got the stack on? Oh, that's not good.
I remember him well. Submit.
I may be bested in battle, but I shall never be defeated.
You cannot hope to defeat me.
I have been here before. This time I shall never leave.
So be it.
Oh. That one wasn't as long as Fall from Grace's, but it was pretty gruesome. So that's the second cannon. The third cannon is actually this one right here. Luckily, we are right close to the... Oh, god damn it. Alright, let's lead them away and do some kiting. That is a... Wow, that's a... Oh god, I'm stuck in the middle of them. I think I might die. Yep. Owie.
Don't let it end like this.
I think someone dies for that, don't they?
Right.
Oh well.
I'm gone.
I can't do anything about it now. Let's go. Oh, come on. Why does it do this sometimes? It's really annoying. When I did this game with playthrough as a fighter, it was a lot easier to take out in the shadows. Of course, I had like -7 or 8 armor class and was using an axe that could kill him in like 4 hits. But I may have been a little overpowered back then. Alright, let's go up here. Okay, let's be a little more careful this time. That's a lot of shadows. Let's go the other way. There's only one shadow over here. And by one I mean like 4. Stop getting stuck on them, you idiot. It's really irritating when the pathing like clips on a shadow, just on like the corner of its hitbox, and just sticks there. Excellent, we can get down to this cannon at least. Went for it, done. Where am I going now? And another thing. Oh, what the hell? Did it not work? Did I have to do the first 2 again because I died? I think I might die again actually. Jesus. No.
Don't let it end like this.
Mage, by the way, is a bit frustrating at times. Just for this specific reason.
I'm gone.
Now, do I have to do all of them?
I'm gone.
Again? Or can we go straight for the next one? Ah, if we do the last one and nothing happens, then we know that it wasn't the right order and we have to do it again, I guess. Lessons up here.
All right. Done. All right.
How many shadows are going to be sitting up here waiting for me to come down? Where is it? It's over here. It's right there.
Updated my journal.
Okay. You quickly find the X marked lever and pull it. It gives way easily beneath your touch, then disintegrates into mist. You take a deep breath, but unlike the other times, nothing happens. In the distance, you hear a roaring sound as if something has just opened, and a howling wind is rushing through the vaults. As you try and figure out where the sound is coming from, you suddenly realize you are disintegrating, becoming part of the wind. Now what's happening? Modron, no! Or Nordum. Nordum, no!
Processing. Negative material. Location, Fortress of Regrets.
Rogue construct.
Sense of closure imminent.
You have overstepped yourself. Submit.
You wish harm upon one who has aided Nordum at cost to his selves. Nordum will attempt to stop you. Prospect of success, slight.
Oh, Nordum, no! Fight back, Nordum!
Body is a shell. Intense pressure may fracture it.
You intend to
Shall
harm
I
him.
continue?
Nordum will stop you.
Well, that was quick, Nordum. Oh, I start way down here. Okay, we have to get all the way back up here. To that door right there, actually. Oops, I didn't mean to actually put a thingy on the map. Let's just run. We have to run like a madman, is what we're going to do. For the portal. We can't fight these shadows, they will kill us. Alright. Oh crap, I missed that cutscene. Can I watch it again? Movies. This is rival. There we go. Alright. Let's quick save. Can we rest here? Nope. So what do we got left for spells? Do I have some force bolts at least? I have some force missiles, I have some release. Okay, so I should have enough to take down Ignis.
I'm gone.
So Ignis is not happy with us for some reason that I don't actually know. Did you cast a protection spell on yourself? What a jerk. Alright, well, let's go fight him. Ooh, Kidoki Ignis is just taking us apart. Okay, well, let's back up a bit. And we're gonna cast some ball lightning. Go. Did not do any damage to him. Super. Force missiles. My force missiles not. Of course not. Did I lose both my force missiles to interruptions? Really? Okay, let's try another ball lightning. Ice knife? Alright, what else do I got? Black Barb Curse. It doesn't really matter if we use up all of our spells here. I don't think fire is going to help us. Alright, here we go. I'll fight you with a knife. I'll cut you, mate. Yes, excellent. Good job, you hit him. Even if Ignis is in your group, he will attack you. If you're good. So if you're good, you have to fight Ignis because he's evil. If you are evil, you'll have to fight Valor because he is good. So, just as a heads up. Excellent. We won. Wasn't exactly the easiest. So there's a sounding stone. I think it's right here, isn't it? Or is that the crystal? No, I don't want to touch this one yet. There's a thing I need to do in here, and I can't remember exactly what I'm supposed to do. I think it's over here. Yes. Alright. There's a sounding stone. It opens another ending. We're going to try and do most of the endings. Maybe not the fight one, because it's kind of pointless, but... I have several endings lined up for us to be able to do. And so here we go. We're gonna. There's a moment of dizziness as you touch the crystal, then a slow chill passes through your body, and you discover that your muscles have locked. Your hands have been frozen to the crystal surface. There's a moment of silence, then sharp pains splinter through your being, like fractures. You feel as if your very being has been turned into ice and then shattered. So I'm gonna fall into the darkness. I'm actually gonna end the video shortly here, because we've been at this one for a while. This is the good incarnation. He has awakened. Finally, I thought I would die again waiting for him to rise. Perhaps you still die. Never forget I watch you thieves, you killers. Killers all three of you. Have a care to how you speak to me, you deranged wreck. He was fortunate to reach here with all those traps you scattered throughout the plains. I swear, if I could have crossed the years to put you out of your misery, I would. The two of you be silent. Let us make sure he is all right and save the arguments for later. Who are you all? By the nine hells, he's lost his memories. Damnation, he's useless to us now. Calm yourself, he's only disoriented, as were we all. Give him a moment to get his bearings. You are all thieves wearing my body, and you will give it back. I am at the limits of my patience with your howling. Be silent, or this arguing avails us nothing. Give him his space, leave him be. Time is no longer in our favor. I will not stand here and squander another moment while our adversary is no doubt hunting for us. We waited long enough for him to awaken. I will speak to him now. The man before you resembles you, but he carries himself more like a force than a man. His eyes are watching you carefully, and as you study him, you feel him studying you. So it has come to this. Who are you? I will not surrender my name to you or to any man. The man's voice is rough like yours, and it rings strangely in your ears. As for who I am, You should be asking yourself that. You are one of my incarnations. You made it here with my clues to guide you. We are separate incarnations? How is that possible? The incarnation is silent for a moment, then his expression changes to contempt. If there is anything I have hated about you, it is your countless questions, your desperate fumbling for meaning and answers. The man's voice is like a hatchet, and anger flickers across his features. The time for questions is past. Now you will listen to me. I was the first to breach this fortress, and whatever it is that awaits us here was somehow able to defeat me. It will not best me a second time. You sound as if you intend to fight whatever it is that lurks here. The man gives you a strange look, then studies you. Of course, that is the only reason we're speaking now. I need you to be my shell, but your mind must be my mind. Do you understand me? You mean you intend to possess me? Yes, he glances around at the spiked walls, then turns back to you. We cannot leave this place in pieces. Only one may leave. What are you talking about? You must surrender your will to me, your knowledge, and your skills. Whatever little you manage to accumulate in your life may prove useful. He sizes you up again. It ultimately will be only a fraction of my power, but it might have its uses. And if I choose not to surrender my will to you, you will have no choice in the matter. You do not know how to escape this place. I do. If you refuse to surrender with me, I will refuse to surrender to you, and neither of us will be able to leave this place. Only one may leave, and it will not be you. I could kill you. You could try. The man seems amused. You do not have the power to best me, nor do you have the will to force me to merge with you. I will prefer not to kill you, to escape this place, but it is a small price to pay for our freedom. It makes no sense one of us to die when by merging I could be strengthened. Why won't you merge with me? With you? He gives a short laugh, almost like a bark. Because there is no gain in such a thing. You have lived a fraction of the life I have. I will not entrust my will to a neophyte such as yourself. Yet you came here previously, and you were defeated. The man frowns. I was taken unawares, and I did not anticipate that my companions would be split from me upon my arrival. What happened after that? That is confusing. Let me get my bearings, and then we will speak again. I'm actually going to pause or save the video, or end the video here. We're going to continue the maze of reflections in the next video, and we're going to go to the ceiling in the next video. So, like always, if you guys have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time.